3 years ago, and we try to have international gatherings every year. This year is the second CliMates International Summit, and it's in New York City.
The main idea is to gather 45 participants from all over the world so that they can share ideas, discuss about new projects that they could launch to fight against climate change.
This morning we had a session about how to make short-term measures to cope with a heat wave here in the state of New York. My role was to be the governor. And I realized that it's really hard for politicians to get everybody's interest and actually do something that works. And on the afternoon, we had a world energy simulation.
The group decided that they were going to increase energy efficiency by a whole lot. So the most ambitious energy efficiency improvements they could come up with. And ultimately, they got very close to 2 degrees at around 2.5 degrees. All in all, I was really impressed, and they did it, and they kept in mind, the interest of all the different groups they were representing too.
An innovation of this summit is that we try to include the arts. So we had a session where people created a small play reacting to a simulation we did. One day of the summit was organized around thematic sessions. We had 12 thematic sessions during the day.
This morning, I was facilitating a workshop on reducing the vulnerability and empowering the most vulnerable population. And in my country, we have the second largest tropical forest, so we're protecting the trees, but we also have to take care of the people living in the forest. So that's where we came in with the project on indigenous people toward climate change.
We had field visits where people could have a practical experience of sustainability practices in New York City.
By far, storm surge is the most deadly and causes the most property damage.
Creativity is maybe the most renewable energy that you can find in this world. Imagine if we all use the creativity we had this morning, how would be the world? I believe in the power of youth. I believe in your power. And you know that you can have an impact in this world. You know that you can change.
So the outcome of this summit is to start new projects. It doesn't end on August 29th in New York. People have started making connections and they have started projects together. And so now everybody's back in their countries and communities, and they're going to start working now.